Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. This I'm taking a later break. I'm taking a different scheduled break. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, but yeah, yesterday I got trained on like the order picker. And you know, I have to do that all day. I have to drive around this order picker all day, and it's good for Pokemon Go, you know, if you want to hatch some eggs. But yeah, I got trained like at the last I think few hours yesterday. And today, I'm driving around this thing called an order picker, and takes you all the way up in the air. And I'm just picking these heavy boxes, like super high, and it's like, oh my god, is this thing gonna tip over? But you know, I'm getting used to it. In terms of yeah, my health, I'm doing kind of okay. I'm dealing with like anxious thoughts and like a lot of worries about like man, how bad is my health right now? Um, But yeah, my day, I clocked in early, as usual. Like I always clock in like 5 minutes early, before my shift. And these past two work days, I didn't show up to work like one of the days. I used a full 10 hours of UPT, and I believe yesterday I used an hour. So I've been using my time, and that's because I'm just kind of like uncertain whether I want to like keep working at Amazon, whether I do get transferred to the one I prefer, or if I don't get transferred at all. And definitely when I don't get transferred is when I'm gonna turn in my resignation. I'm just gonna like resign and say, hey, you know what, I don't want to work here. And when I am, if it does get to a point where like I'm not, there's a guy walking by, so if it does get to a point where I'm not like working, I'm gonna take a break. Like genuinely, I'm not gonna do anything that's workaholic in a way. I'm not gonna take any caffeine. I'm gonna like actually spend my money on like healthy food. I'm gonna like sleep on time. Like, I'm gonna do things that I should have did the moment I quit the first time, when it came to my health. When I was working the other warehouse, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna go fishing and stuff. And I guess like I just put myself through survival mode for some reason, and I don't know why. But when it comes to like my health and like looking at how my life's been going, I kind of see things differently now than I used to. When you have a metaphorical gun pointed to your head, a lot of things are just ending now, and the world feels a lot different. The world is just changing way too fast. The people I grew up with aren't around me anymore, and the way I interpret reality is just completely different. And I don't feel the same anymore. I'm not excited. The way my life turned out isn't even the way I wanted to. um it's like I want to like turn it all around. I want to actually enjoy my life in a way. And because like it's just, I feel like my life has just been, get motivated and like grind, and it's like, and drink caffeine, and it's like deal with these haters and deal with these narcissistic family members. And it's like, where's me? Where's me? Like, I'm not sure if I'm making any sense, but like a lot of my life is just survival mode. It's not enjoyment. It's like, where's the part where I get to like express myself and like live in a way that I'm actually enjoying this? Because it's stupid. And I feel like a lot of it is just my living environment, because I grew up in my household is chaotic. My mom has a lot of mental issues, and we don't even address that, and that carries on to like all of her kids, like all of us, including my dad. My dad is a simp, and we'll get into this. We'll get into this in a different video. I have a lot of videos I want to make, like in sorry, as like direct topics. Let me check the time real quick. Yeah, my break's not over yet. I came to break a lot later, and I'm taking the later break. So I have a lot of like things I want to talk about that happened in my life. You know, it's gonna be story time. Like I feel like it's actually time considering yeah, I do feel like I might not make it to my 30s, dude. I'm 27, man, and it's like I have all these health problems. I just made a video about me pooping blood. Um and I haven't made it in life. I'm poor. I'm literally super poor right now. And I began my life like so late. And again, another story, and it's the same things that caused it. I got my license so late, and I feel like there was one particular year of my life where God was just like, my bad. Here, you'll live like a king. Like you'll live optimally. You'll be happy. And this was like the happiest year of my life. And then suddenly the rug gets pulled out like from under me, and then things just start going downhill and downhill, and I'll get into that later. But yeah, so that's about it. First vlog from my break. I'm gonna be doing these a lot consistently because I actually do enjoy making YouTube videos now. Because like if you look back at my old videos, it's just like I'm like this nervous kid. Now I went through a lot when I first quit. So I guess that like that's where like this like me kind of comes from, this like more talkative, like kind of like articulate kind of me, because like I experienced a lot of like things that didn't make any sense, like things that took me a lot off guard. And you know, I came to a lot of conclusions and a lot of realizations during that time. And suddenly these health problems came, and now I'm thinking a lot deeper about my life. Where do I want to take this? What do I want to do with my life, man? Because I live with my parents, and that should be an opportunity. And you know, like there's a lot of opportunity that comes with like not having to pay rent. But I'm giving myself like 3 years, you know. When I hit 30, I'm gonna play life like a normal, you know, like a kid that just got kicked out of his parents' house, and pay rent and live on my own, and just be away from, you know, how I've lived for like years already. I mean, come on, I'm already past 25. I'm 27. I live with my parents. I still live like how I was as a kid. I know nothing. I don't have any real knowledge of how the world works, pretty much, of how to navigate life. You know, a lot of car stuff, how to buy a car, how to like book a doctor's appointment, how to like go to college. I'm behind. Like it's like I see it now. I see it, and then suddenly I'm dealing with these health problems, and it's like not only did I not live my life, but I didn't enjoy it either. So that's about it. I gotta go right now, definitely. Peace out, and yeah, let's get back to work.